What's up, everybody? We are live for the first time in 2 weeks. Wait for some folks to get on. Somebody open our front door. There's a fly in here. I saw a fly. Hey, Donna. That's good. Hope you had a good week. We missed you last time. You haven't been on in like 3 weeks, have you? You weren't here last week. What happened last Sunday? We didn't go on last Sunday because of Mother's Day. Greetings, John. Y'all let everybody know that we're on, and I will do the same. Y'all go tell people, the normal people, the regular people. John, and remind your friend. You said you had a friend that was going to come tonight. Remember? Hey, Melissa. Melissa's here. Yay! Can't be a show without the CAPI family. Be right back. Okay. News. You have bad news. I'm sorry. What's your bad news? I don't like bad news. Bad news sucks. Carl cheating on me again. I'm sorry to hear that. That's probably not a topic we want to talk about on here, though. Probably not. Cat's doing something funny. Speaking of cats, I'm going to show you guys some cats tonight. I catfished him. Okay, Donna. Yeah, let's probably not talk about that on here. If you want to talk about that later, we can. What about your cats? Oh, she was doing something funny. I'm going to show y'all our two newest cats once we get everybody in. It's right there. Hand me those two. Y'all look at this. While we're waiting on people to come in, y'all look at this. Hey, Tom. Welcome back, buddy. Oh, look at here, y'all. Isn't that awesome? This one here is Starlight. This is Starlight. Say, hey, Starlight. And this one here is Twilight. It's Twilight and Starlight. And they got cool coloring. Look at that. They're like tigers. And I think Dakota just took a tumble.
I think she did it on purpose.
Is she diving? Dakota's in the tub, y'all. If you can hear that, that's what's happening.
She has goggles on.
Oh my gosh. She's got goggles on in the tub. That's going to be like 2 inches of water on the floor. Oh my goodness. Y'all like my new parakeets? Nice names. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, she's getting scared. That one's hanging on. It's our 2 new additions.
Trying to take over here.
Front door just open?
Yeah, listen.
Oh.
She locked her out.
Everybody say hey to Michelle, her mama. Tiger's Garfield made over. We used to have a cat that looked like Garfield too, many years ago. Welcome back, John. Y'all, let everybody know we're here. Let the regulars know, if you would, like Allison and Brian and Katie and Leanne and all them. Leanne said she would be here. She should be here soon. There we go. Donna or John or Melissa, could y'all go and let Katie know? Oh, Katie's here. She's there. Hey, Katie. Tom's here. John's here. Melissa's here. Donna's here. Brianna Houston. Hi, Brianna Houston. John, did your new person make it? You said you had someone new that was coming to the show tonight. Did that make it? We have a cool show tonight, by the way. We had planned on doing the rest of the voodoo, but I lost my notes. Yeah. And I didn't have time to. They are cute, aren't they? Make little kittens. That's our 2 new additions. I told Michelle no more pets. And then once I said no more pets, we gained 6 dogs and 2 cats. Gained. That's not what we have. That's gained on top of what we already have. So, yeah. Johnny, what size bed do you have? I don't know if I want to answer that question or not. I believe it's a queen. Whatever the biggest bed is. Is that a king or a queen? I think it's a queen. I think I have a queen. Hey, Leanne. Speaking of Leanne, I want to show you guys, we have additions to our CAPI merch. Our first one I'm going to show you is the keychain. It's a really cool keychain, man. I like this keychain. Look at that. I know CAPI's backwards to you guys, but look at that. And it sparkles. Can you see the sparkles? It's sparkly. It says CAPI in there, and the other side is black and sparkly, and it has the keychain link on it. Isn't that cool? You can get your keychains. And did everybody see that? Cassandra's here. Hey, Cassandra. Not big enough for that creepy doll. That's how you answer. That's right. Not big enough for that creepy doll. She sent me a picture of a doll. Look at this, y'all. That's one of it. Can y'all see that? I like the picture so much that Donna sent me of this doll that I made it my screenshot, my screensaver. All right, you've seen the keychain. That's another addition to our. I don't have a price on the keychain yet, but I'll let everybody know as soon as we add it to the thing. Yeah, there's a keychain, and this one's really cool. We now can get pop sockets, and look, it has the waves, the sound waves on it. I don't think the keychain did. No, the keychain doesn't, but it does have the wave on it. That's Johnny's Christmas present. What, that doll? Isn't that cool, y'all? We can get pop sockets now. You know, pop sockets, you can hold your phone and do pictures, control it with your thumb. This is just an old phone that Dakota uses. I just used it to demonstrate. Sorry, my little "you're at risk" just popped up. Donna Scott, I want that. You want what, Donna? Need those. Let me know when you get a price, please. Okay, I will. Absolutely. Leanne, can you text me my price on those, like right now? Would you text me my price on the keychain and the pop socket? Thank you so much. That way I'll have a better idea of how much for the phone thing. I'm gonna let you know. Leanne's gonna text me in just a few minutes my price on these. There's the pop socket. It goes flat. You're not using it. Y'all know how pop sockets work, I'm sure. It's got CAPI, and it's the new design with the EVP sound waves across the top and bottom. And it goes pretty flat too. Y'all look at that. So it's not going to really, mess with your pocket or purse or anything like that. You can have it out like that, and carry it, and take pictures and whatever. This one's kind of low. You're supposed to put them in the middle. I put this one low because this is Dakota's phone, my 6-year-old, and she got small hands, so I did it kind of low for her so that she could still reach the screen with her pinky and thumb to hit the picture button. And the key rings are really cool. I love the key rings because they sparkle. All right. And we have the new shirts with the waves on them as well. I will get you guys, I'll let you see that before the end of the show. And I will also have prices for the key ring and the pop sockets for you guys really soon, or tonight before the show's over. When Leanne texts me, I'll know. Then I'll ask Michelle what the price is. She handles all of that stuff. But merch is still available. Guys, we got to sell this merch. I'm not kidding you. Here's the bad news. You just did, Leanne? Okay. All right, I got it, and I will let everyone know soon. Okay. Yeah, we could get the earrings as well, and the tumblers are still available. All that stuff is available, and the shirts, the new shirts, are the kind of like the ones you've already seen, the black ones with the CAPI on it, but it also has the sound waves, the EVP sound waves on them, and they are sharp. I'll show you guys one before the end of the night, before the end of the show. So here's the bad news. There's 8 people on, so I'm going on vacation June 1st through the 8th. So that will be, I think the 2nd will be a Sunday. Is that correct? Y'all correct me if I'm not correct on that. I think it is. Let me see. Yes, June 1st is a Saturday. Sunday, we will have a show. June 2nd, we will have a show. We have one more show before then on the 26th, but we will have a show. It's just going to be not here. It'll be at the cabin where we're going. It's not really a cabin, it's a house. This time we didn't rent a cabin for vacation. We're going down south this year instead of the mountains. We usually go to the mountains every year, but everybody wanted to go to somewhere different. And the place that we usually rent in the mountains that we love so much burned. Y'all remember whenever all the stuff on Dolly Mountain burned, so all that's gone now. So, and we went to another place last year. That was the year before when it burned down in the big brush fire. But last year we went to another place up north. But this year we're going to go down south. Obviously I'm not going to say where we're going exactly, because I don't mind the CAPI fans knowing, but there's other people here. But you know how that is. You don't want to give away too much information. But anyway, we will be doing the show. The show will go on. I'll just be doing it from there. Here's the bad news. Are we still on? My screen just frozen. Just like totally froze. Are we on? Something just happened. Yeah, we're still on. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let me see if I can get it back. But I'm showing that I'm still on. Can you guys still hear and see me? Because I can't see the screen anymore. That's why I'm asking. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, you can still see. Oh, there I am. I just popped back up. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My either YouTube or my laptop just went black real quick. Okay, CN here. Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. After vacation, we're going to do a show. And then after that, unfortunately, CAPI Live is in the threat of being no longer. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's getting to a point now to where we're probably going to have to pretty soon shut the show down. Not do the show anymore, CAPI Live. We've talked about talking about going back to Facebook, but it's still in lies the problem there. The equipment that we're using is just, it's just not up to par, and it's getting to a point now to where the equipment that we use is also the equipment that we use on investigations, and I'm afraid that it's going to. Investigations for CAPI have to be number one. They have to be above all. They have to be above the CAPI Live. They have to be above the class. Investigations are what we're all about. And so we're starting to get a lot of investigations in because we have this amazing case manager now, or excuse me, I demoted him, our team manager now, by way of John Bowen. And he's getting us all these investigations and putting us in touch with other people that are getting us all these investigations. And so CAPI Live, if we don't start selling some merch, or if we don't start getting some sponsorships, then it's in peril at this point. I'm not saying that we're going to stop after vacation, do one more show. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen without a doubt. I'm just letting y'all know above and beyond that it's very close. It's getting very close to the part where we probably might have to shut the show down. So, because the wear and tear on our equipment, and we just did an investigation, and the laptop and our Globe mic, the blue, was just acting up, and I've gone over it, and it's just getting to a point now to where it might be a point to where we need to start focusing more on investigations with our equipment instead of a show. The only way to stop this from happening, and I hate saying it like this because it sounds like I'm a faith healer, one of those guys, the charlatans on TV that says, if you don't send me $10,000, God's gonna kill me next week. Well, who was that did that? Y'all remember who was that? Was that Oral Roberts? I think it was Oral Roberts, wasn't it, John? That said that if I don't get $100,000, God's going to kill me. I was like, okay, what kind of funeral do you want? But what are we going to do about meet and greet this month? The month is almost over. I thought you already set that up, Melissa. Aren't we going to your place on the 25th? I've been so busy I haven't gotten to get the meet and greet together. Okay, I see it up there now. I'm sorry. I missed that part. I'd wear the earrings. I'll make some and send Johnny some samples. Oh, thank you, Leanne. Please do, so we can get those on there too. So here's what you guys can do. We are looking for sponsors, not for CAPI, but for CAPI Live. That's what we're doing at this point. CAPI needs $1,000. That's what we need. I'm going to do everything in my power to make that happen. But I just wanted to be upfront with you guys because I love my fans. I love CAPI fans. I wanted to be upfront with everybody and let everybody know. Remember, we're a team. We're a paranormal team. We do haunting investigations. And we're even starting to think about maybe branching off into some other stuff as well. But that's our number one thing. All right. And that's got to be our meat and gravy, if you will, is investigations. And to keep the show going, we've got to raise $1,000. If anybody knows of any good fundraisers out there, please let me know, except for Krispy Kreme, M&M's, Costova, I think is the name of it, candy bars, and crystals, except for those four. Don't suggest any one of those four. And the reason is, it's sad, but those four will not let us do fundraising because we're paranormal. We get discriminated against and we can't do anything about it. So, but if anybody knows of any fundraisers out there that we can do, please let me know because I want the show to keep going. I want everything. And we're also asking for sponsorships. So if anybody's out there that wants to sponsor the show, let us know. I'm putting together some possible gift bags of merch and investigations and stuff like that for people that want to sponsor the show. So you won't just get nothing out of it except for the show. You'll also get something out of it. But that too costs money. So we have to do it that way. Can't just give out the gift bags to anybody that says that. You have to be someone who's going to sponsor the show. So we are looking for businesses and individuals to sponsor the show so we can keep it going. GoFundMe page. Donna, we tried that GoFundMe and it actually cost us more money than we made. It really did. It was so confusing. We couldn't get money off of it. That just went bad for us. We're not willing to walk down that road again. So thank you for the suggestion though. But yeah, that just winded up to being a big cluster for us. No one ever said they were coming for sure. I said I was coming. I even asked, could I bring some beer? So, yeah. But yeah, we can reschedule or whatever. Yeah, if you didn't have time. I know you had a lot going on, Melissa, with y'all's rebuild of with your flip thing you've been doing with your trailer and everything. I know you've had a lot going on, so it's no big deal. And if we don't get to do one this month, that's it's no big deal. What about the investigation for all of us that took the class? We're still looking, Katie. That hasn't changed. We're going to do that regardless. We're just still, John, I promise y'all, John is kicking his butt daily trying to find us a place. And we may have found us a place. But we just got to kind of take it as it comes. But yeah, that hasn't changed. We're still going to do that. I promise you. We just got to find the place. It's so hard to find a venue that will allow us to be there and, for a weekend and that many people. That's just the hard part. We've had a few investigations since then, but all of them have been in places that, like residentials and stuff like that. Obviously, we couldn't take 15 people into a residential investigation. But, and we're going to talk about our last investigation tonight too, because I've got to brag on a few things. But I wanted to let everybody know what's going on. How much is a sponsor supposed to do? How much is a sponsor supposed to do? You know what, Donna, that's an excellent question. I don't know yet. It really depends on how many sponsors we get, and how many sponsors we get and what they do. So, but if anyone is interested in being a sponsor for CAPI Live, there will be perks for being a sponsor. Okay, it's not just the show you're going to get. It's not just keeping the show alive. But if anyone is interested in being a sponsor for the show, message me privately, not on here, but privately, and we will we'll work it out. We'll work out the sponsorships. All right, but we got to do something because this is not it's not cheap. We gotta, and it's wear and tear on the equipment and everything. And by this time, I expected to have I'm sorry, the cat keeps getting me. But by this time, I expected to have. You see that? Look, the little demon. Y'all will see it. He's going to come out here and go in there. Watch, I'm telling you, it's a bad kitty. But yeah, if anyone's interested in being a sponsor, if you're able to be a sponsor, I know money's tight all over, but if you're able to be a sponsor for the show, just message me privately and we'll talk about what we're going to do. So why not charge us that want to go on an investigation $10 per head? Well, again, that kind of goes back. I would never charge anyone to do an investigation, Donna. That kind of goes against everything CAPI stands for. I see what you're saying, but no, I would never do that. We don't pay to investigate, and we don't charge to investigate. I would never bring monetary into an investigation. But hey, it shows your thinking. I appreciate that. And I did not shave, y'all. If everybody said, "Oh, he didn't shave again," I'm actually trying something new. I'm bald, as y'all know. Actually, I need a haircut because I got a little bit back here. But we've been busy, and haven't been able to get me in the salon other than tonight to do the show. But I'm gonna have it's bald, of course, and then I'll have a little beard that goes to my mustache. But this is still going to be shaved, and then this up here. So that's why I'm just trying something new. I don't know why. I haven't done anything new in a while. But I'm getting tired of the same old handlebar thing here. But let me get y'all's. I just had to deal with sponsorships for my daughter's softball team. It's a joy, let me tell you. I know, right? It's something else. And I hate even having to do it, Katie. I mean, this goes against everything that I ever wanted for this show. But we just don't have a choice. I mean, it's getting to a point that we just don't have a choice. So I'm hoping we can keep it alive because that's my biggest thing is I want to keep CAPI Live going because, I mean, I love you guys and, I really like having you, Corey's on. Hey, Corey. Corey's at work, y'all. I think. Corey's still at work. He should be. Hey, I have an idea. We'll get an evil doll and raffle it off. There you go. There you go, Donna. Donna, I'll pay you $1,000 to keep it. Donna, get the dog. Get the dog. But like I said, just y'all let me know. That's all we're going to say about that. I want the show to continue. I want CAPI to continue. I want to keep you guys, every week coming into our humble abode every week. I want it to happen. And, we got to figure something out. So the equipment and the show, I want it to keep going. So y'all know our goal. Y'all know where we're at. If y'all want to help out, you can. If not, and if you can't help out, then think of some fundraising things for us to do. So like Donna's been spitballing stuff. That's awesome. So, but either way, we will get it. Still at work, have to poop. I'm stuck in the booth. A little TMI. Corey's in a booth and he's got to go to the bathroom. Put a be right back sign up. Be my luck if I did that. There'll be 1 million people out there waiting when I got back. Ordering my doll right now. All right. So all the nastiness is gone. Hopefully we can keep going. We'll see how that works out. How the sponsorships work out. And the only reason I say just private message me on that is because Corey and I and John, we haven't sat down and talked about this yet. We've got to figure out how we're going to do it and everything. But if you're able to and you want to sponsor and you want to see the show continue and everything and us be able to get the investigation going for the entire team or for the fans and everything, please just private message me and we'll figure it out. You don't have to say, hey, I'll give this much or do this or this. Just text me and say, hey, I'm interested in being a sponsor. Let's talk. And then and I'll just say, okay, or thank you or something like that. And then once we've sat down and hashed everything out, we'll, talk to everybody that's interested. I will message you after the show. I have an idea. Okay, Melissa. Awesome. Please do. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. So yeah, if you guys can do it, just let me know. Next time, take a potty chair with you. Corey, Donna says take a potty chair with you. All right, let's talk about the investigation. We just did an investigation. I can't say where because it was private investigation. They were really open to it, but they haven't given us permission to talk, about what that thing is. And I don't want to do that because we actually haven't gone over all the evidence. I got one more piece of evidence, which is on here, the computer that I've got to go over. But we had a lot of personal experiences there that we can't record because it only happened to me or it only happened to John. This particular investigation, it was just me and 20 minutes left on Prairie Dog. Bless his heart. I think I'd make a dash for it. But this particular investigation, it was just John and I. John Bowen, our new team manager. This was his first investigation with CAPI, and he shined, guys. He did so great. He was nervous as crap. Everything he said, he apologized for. He kept apologizing. I thought it was cute how he kept just, saying, if I'm asking too many questions or if I didn't say that right, I'm sorry and everything. It was kind of cool. And I kept telling him, you're good, man. You're good. But yeah, we had a freaking blast. We actually stayed there longer than I had planned. We never really plan a time for an investigation because we never know how it's going to go, how much evidence we're going to be getting, how much activity is going to be going on. So you never really plan a time. But yeah, we were there till after midnight. And then we sat outside and talked to the curator for what, John? Like 2 more hours? Almost 2 hours. And then John and I went and sat and had coffee. And I had pie, and I think he had a breakfast or something. Or I don't remember what he had, but we both went to Waffle House. I had coffee and pie, and John had a meal. And then we sat there until I didn't get home till like 4 o'clock that morning. So, I mean, it was an amazing time. We had such a good time. Yes, 2 more hours. And then, like I said, we went and sat and ate and talked and went over some evidence actually on his laptop, some pictures that he had uploaded onto his laptop from his camera. And yeah, it was crazy. And then John had to drive home. Yeah, see, John, 7 a.m. He got home at 7 a.m. He still had to drive home. So I am going to hurt this kitty cat. Y'all are going to hear some screaming in a minute. He's trying to get my drink. Get out from there. Go ahead. Get out. But yeah, I just wanted to brag on John. We did get some evidence from this place. I'm super excited about a couple of the things. The really cool part is when we start an investigation, we don't really talk about a lot with the owners or the owner. We don't talk about what's going on a lot going into the investigation. They'll tell us little things and everything like that, but we don't want to sit here and listen to specifics and everything like that. And we let them know that too. But at the beginning, the curator did tell us about seeing something in a window, and John had walked by the window and he said, "Do you see how tall John is in that window?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, what I've seen on a couple of occasions, and several other people have seen, is much smaller. Like John was going to like the third rung. If anyone has seen John in person, John's really tall." And he said, "You see how John is like at the third rung of that painting there?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "What I keep seeing is like at the second one right here." John actually got, he took the picture, a picture of someone at that exact height of where the guy said that he usually sees them at, that didn't quite make it to the second section. The window was in 4 sections, and John was at like the 4th section. The second section is where the guy said he kept seeing stuff, and other people have seen stuff, like someone standing there looking out. We got an awesome photo. Once we're cleared and everything like that, of course, we will share that stuff with you guys and let you see if we're cleared to show it. We haven't done the wrap up on that yet, so we don't know. But we've got some stuff out of there potentially that is really cool. So if we get permission, then yeah, I will, of course, share that with you guys. So keep your fingers crossed on that. Okay, did anyone else just see the curtain above move behind him? Hey, Barry. Or am I going crazy? It may have, because the cats keep getting up there. That's probably what it was. It was probably Demon Cat, the one that keeps attacking me. So it could have moved. But our little buddy here lately has been messing with lights, so I don't know if the light will go out tonight. He's been turning lights on quite a bit. I came into this room one night. I was in the living room doing paperwork, and it was really late. And I went to the bathroom. I have to pass it through the hallway that this room is in, and then there's a section where the washroom is, and then a bathroom and a bedroom. And when I came in, this light was on that I'm in now, this room, the salon. The hallway where the washroom is, light was on. The bathroom light and the bedroom light was on. And no one was in that bedroom. Our daughter that sleeps in that bedroom was gone. She wasn't here. And so I got up and came in, and I was like fussing. I'm always the guy that walks around the house cutting lights off after people. And I fuss because they don't turn the lights off. And I went through and turned all the lights off and went into the bathroom. I went into the bathroom and didn't sit down when I used the bathroom. I stood up. So that tells you what I did without being vulgar. And so when I got done, I came back out. The hallway light was on. This light was on. And the big light in the living room that I turned off was on. And that bedroom light was on again. And then 2 nights later, when I came home, I asked Michelle, she was sitting on the couch watching TV with Dakota, and I opened the door and come in. It was kind of late. I'd been out for a while. I was at work, and I came home. Sometimes I come home late. Sometimes I come home early. It just depends on the day and where I'm at. But I came home, and I could see whenever I pull up, because this window here is in the front of our house. This window here faces the front left part of our house. And so when I came in, I seen the salon light on, and I asked my wife why the salon light was on. Because like I said, I come home from work and cut all the lights off after everybody. Because nobody in my house knows how to turn off lights. And so I have to go behind them and turn the lights off. And I'm always fussing about it because I'm the one that's got to pay the freaking power bill. But I seen all these lights, and I'm like, why is every light on in here? She said, I just turned all the lights off, and I came in, and once again, the hallway light, the bathroom light, that bedroom light, this room was on, and the kitchen light. She said she had just turned them off and hadn't gotten back up, and the only two people here were her and Dakota. So, yeah, he's messing with lights now. At least it's not water like it was last time, but yeah. Oh, last night he called my name. Oh, cool. He called your name, Corey? I was going to the bathroom and he said, Corey, in the hallway. You went to the bathroom and did what I need to do right now. Really bad. Oh, poor Corey. I would be too, finding a bathroom. I would too. Wow, I didn't know he called your name. That's pretty cool. I don't think he's ever called anybody's name. I think that's the first time. I've heard him talk a couple of times, but it wasn't a name. That's pretty cool. He was in that hallway I was telling you about where the washroom is and the two rooms, the salon and the bedroom and the bathroom. There's in this little foyer to the left side of the house. And as Corey's going through there to go to the bathroom, he heard his name called. So that's pretty cool. And you always know it's him because it's a little boy voice. So like a really young boy. I think, remember we said he was like 9 years old. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So I'll have to mark that one down. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Just boom, just like that. It's Toby. Yeah, that's who we're talking about. Is Toby. He every now and then likes to make himself known. And I told him the other night to please leave the lights on, and it hasn't happened since that I know of. So hopefully he will. When I told him to leave the water alone, he did that. So hopefully he'll stop turning my lights on. Especially right now, whenever my air conditioning doesn't stop running, it's on all the time because of the heat. Because it's been hot here, pretty hot. So, what else do you guys want to talk about? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Do we have any questions? There's any new people here tonight? Barry's here, but he's not really new. Barry's been with us before. Let's see, anybody sneak in on me and I didn't see him? As far as the meet and greet goes this month, if you guys want to, Melissa just, I think it was a miscommunication. She didn't think anybody was, had kind of like said definitely they're coming and everything. So if y'all want to skip, we don't have to do it this month. I'm leaving the 1st anyway. And so we've kind of got like a lot to do before then. And my weekends, that's the only time I can do stuff non-work related. And so I can't take any time off from work because I'm going to be off that whole week on without giving too much away. Did you both experience activity? What do you mean on the investigation that we just did? Tom? Is that what you're talking about? This past investigation? Okay. Yeah, we did. The only thing, that's what I was saying earlier. John kept seeing a black shadow move down the hallway. I actually saw a foot behind the door. There was a door closed across from the room that we were in. And initially, when John went on this second floor, I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, John, but I think it was the second floor. That was his area to turn all the lights off. I did the 1st floor and the 3rd floor. And we both did the 1st floor. He did the 2nd floor, and I did the 3rd floor, turning off lights. And that one room that was across from this end room that we were in, we couldn't, John couldn't find the light switch. We didn't find it till later. It was hidden under a bookcase. But so we left that light on, but we just closed the door. And so we went to, I was sitting at a desk. No one was using this office that I was in. Where we were at is an active office business. a business inside of an office. And but this one particular room, the person that worked in there had left the firm and gone somewhere else. So it was empty. It just had a desk and a chair and I think a couch and maybe a cabinet, one cabinet. I think it was really empty. No pictures, nothing on the wall, nothing. All the other rooms had all the, just like everything in there. You know, rich people, how they do. But we I think the boardroom was on the third floor. Was it the third floor? Okay. Um, yeah. Anyway, we're in this room, and it's directly across a room from one of the boardrooms. There was a couple of boardrooms. I think 2 or 3 boardrooms in this building, office building. But we were across in an empty office from the boardroom, and so John's sitting on the floor in front of the couch at the doorway, and he can look down, just tilt his head to the right a little bit, and look down this long dark hallway. You're right, John. It was the third floor because that's where the columns were at. That's where you saw that shadow was at the columns that goes into that reception area. So he was sitting there and looking down and kept seeing something. And I'm sitting at the desk facing that door that he's sitting next to. Y'all paint this in your mind. I'm sitting at a desk, big desk, and straight in front of me is the doorway out of this room that we're in. John is sitting on the floor in front of the couch up against that door that I'm sitting in front of. Across from there is a big wooden door, and there's about this much space under the bottom part of the door. And it's the lights on in there, but the lights are all off everywhere else. So, you got that glow coming out from under there. And you ever looked at a closed door and you're in a dark room, but the light is on the other side of that door and you can see the light under there. And if someone walks past it, you can see their foot go down, blue like that and then go back up. That's what I saw. Well, I immediately jumped up and ran to that door because I'm thinking somebody was in there. And it went from left to right. Well, I swing the door open. As soon as the door's open and I'm cleared it, I'm in there. There was a couch on this wall. There was a huge, how boardrooms are. They got that big, huge 20-person table with chairs wrapped all around it. This wall behind me coming into the room was a huge bookshelf. It made into the wall. And there was every law book you can think of. How this was a lawyer's office that we were in. I can say that. It was an actual lawyer's office. And across from the table, next to the table against this wall, facing when you walk in the room, was a window, and a big couch. So I ran over to the couch and looked behind it and under it. I looked under the big boardroom table. And, excuse me. Excuse me. Got choked on my own words. But I pretty much searched the room. I cleared the room. Nobody's in this room. And so I told John what I saw, and we opened the door, and there was a strap, like a weather stripping, was leaned up against the wall behind the door, and there was a little folded white paper laying on the floor. We picked that up, and it was a picture of a witch, a cartoon witch, not a bad, wicked witch, but a little cartoon witch. John can tell you more about who she was because it's some cartoon or comic book thing. And he's into that stuff, so he knew exactly who it was as soon as he saw it. Later on, we found out that the lawyer that had the office that we were in across from the boardroom, his daughter actually drew the picture. And it was actually a really good picture. So she was very artistic. It was so good that John was able to name the person. Usually a small child draws something and it does, it's a dog, Daddy. It looks like a car, but it was actually really good enough to where John was able to name the witch. And it's some sort of cartoon or comic book character or something. But the funny part about that is that there was a witch that worked there at the firm as well, who had been fired a while back. But that was funny. That there was a witch, an actual practice Wiccan witch that worked there that they had a lot of trouble out of and had to get rid of. And then we find this paper. And so I got John to replay. Now here's the funny part. This door that I'm looking under and see the light and could see the footstep go under the door like this and then pick up and go from left to right. Whenever you walk into this boardroom, this side, your left side, where the door opens to, is a wall. Like the door can't open all the way because there's a wall there. It opens up into a wall and you walk in. There's a wall right here. There's no way anyone could have walked left to right from there because literally there was this much space between the wall and the door facing. So it was impossible for anyone to walk that way. But that's what I saw, was them walking that direction. Unfortunately, John did not see this, so it couldn't be. And I could not see the shadow that he was seeing down the hallway close to the reception room where the columns were. And so we couldn't use that as personal experience. Someone just did a request. Yes, I don't know why. It always asks me if John can say something. No, Tom, we didn't. Unfortunately, we experienced really cool stuff, but it was separately. So unfortunately, we can't count it as credible personal experience. Everyone get together and have a yard sale or car wash to raise money. That would be cool, but the only thing is everybody's so spread out. Boardroom was on the third floor. You're right, it was the third floor. Now that because I remember where you saw the shadow out of that door you were sitting next to, the room with the columns, the wooden columns that went in. That was where you were seeing the shadow. So you're right, it was the third floor. Did you both experience the same? No, we didn't. You scared the shit out of me. Oh, when I jumped up and ran, Raven from the DC Comics Teen Titans. Yeah, okay, that's who it was. A car. I don't know what you mean, Michelle. What does a car mean? I remember the class. Yes, you do remember the class, Tom. Very good. I was thinking that when I read that last statement. I was like, he paid attention. What do you mean by a car? But yeah, I did. I scared John when I jumped up because that was something we needed to get there. You know, when we're doing investigations, I'm that guy. I see something, I try to get to it as fast as I can, man. I've chased shadow people up the stairs at an old school one time into a room that scared the bejesus out of 2 investigators that was in there. Talking about a kid drawing a dog and it looking like a car. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know how little kids draw, and I can't really use Dakota as an example because she's actually kind of artistic, like her mom. She can actually draw stuff pretty good. She did Peppy Pig on the sidewalk with chalk when she was like 3, and it actually looked like Peppy Pig. I was impressed. But yeah, she's that little girl that can color in the lines, and she's actually kind of a little artistic. But you know how most kids, whenever they draw, you know, they say, "Look, I drew you a submarine," and you look at it, and it's like, I hate whenever they give it to you and say, "Look what I draw. Do you know what it is?" I'm like, crap. Yeah, I know what it is. That's a very nice one too. You know, you don't want to say it's a dog. No, it's a house. You know, oh, okay. But you know, but no, this was a very good drawing of that. I mean, I didn't ever see her before because I don't know what Teen Titans is, but John knew, and he was able to say, "Yeah, hey, that's Raven from Teen Titans." You know, so she was actually a very good drawer, a good artist. My landlord is moving out of the big white house behind me. They have not even been there a month yet. Cool. Are you going to move in it? But yeah, and we got the picture there. We may possibly have some EVPs. Still got to go over that. I've got to give my recorder to either Corey or John and let them go over it. I've already been over it, but I want to get some second opinions on it because my earpieces that I have for it kind of suck. We have one recorder, y'all, that we can't take audio off of. It doesn't have a USB. Whatever you do, and I've talked about this during the class too, I need to take that recorder out of that equipment bag, so we'll stop using it. I'll stop using it. I accidentally used it. That was the one that I carried around with me the entire investigation, and we can't take anything off of it. There's no way to take data off of this recorder, which really sucks. So if there is something on there, I don't know what we'll do. Your mustache reminds me of Martin Luther King. Capson Monson. Thank you. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was an awesome investigation. Guys, John did an excellent job. I'm so impressed. I can't talk enough about how wonderful John was. For his first investigation with the team, he kicked ass. I mean, he did an awesome, awesome job. I look forward to working with him for years and years and years. We chose very wisely when we chose John for the team. We really did, because he's become not only a awesome manager, but he's been a wonderful friend and confidant. I look forward to working with him for the rest of our lives, because we didn't just gain a case manager, we gained a friend and a family member. And so it's going to be interesting and fun to go on this journey with him. So I can't brag enough about him. He was just so amazing. So we did. He's not only doing a great job as the manager, but he's also on his first investigation already a seasoned investigator. I couldn't talk about or think of anything that he needed to do better. I mean, it was great. I'm very, very pleased. So I think we made a good decision on asking John to be part of the CAPI team. So, and I want to ask more of you people to be part of the CAPI team as well. So y'all make that happen, whether it's through sponsorship or investigations. So, all right, let's see. I wish I could move into that house. Everyone says it's haunted next. Oh, that's why you were saying that. It's because it may be haunted. I see the landlord. I'm going to ask for his permission for me to go inside. Awesome. Don't go by yourself. Never investigate by yourself, Donna. Take someone with you. I feel the same way. Oh, thank you, John. I have known this stuff for years, Michelle. They say your wife is your biggest advocate and your biggest critic. Mine is. That's a fact. Mine will back me 100%, but she'll also correct me too. But yeah, the investigation was a success. I was a little set back that it was just going to be me and John, because this place is kind of big. But we covered it beautifully. The curator stayed with us. The person that was with the building stayed with us the entire investigation, but he stayed away from us. I really, really liked that part. He didn't. Of course, this guy is I can say his first name is Terry. I can't say his last name, but his first name was Terry. He didn't really. It wasn't. Sometimes whenever we do investigations and the people are there with us, they kind of get in the way and they won't shut up, and they want to ask questions when we don't want to ask questions, and when we don't want to answer questions. And it's just a bothersome, it's cumbersome having them there, but Terry was actually pretty cool. He was a great guy. So we got lucky. We're getting more investigations out of him because we did this investigation. He said some stuff. I'm not going to say it right now because it's still in the planning stages, but he said some stuff, and John and I just looked at each other and said, what? So yeah, he's going to get us into some pretty awesome places. And we'll share that with everybody, of course. There may be one of those places that we can do a live investigation with you guys joining us that night. That's possible. I'm going to talk to the team and see what they think. And if we get to do this one place, I know there's one place that we're definitely going to get to do probably sometime after we get back from vacation. But the other place that they're not quite sure if we're going to get to do, it's really famous, and everybody's going to freak when they hear about what we're doing. But I'm hoping we can do a live there. But we're going to talk as a team and talk to the clients as well. But kind of look forward to that. Hopefully we can make that happen. So I know you guys will be excited about that if we can get you guys in there with us. Let's see. Let me make sure I don't miss you guys' comments. I have known. Doll with you, Donna. Katie said, "Don't go alone. Take the doll with you." That doll will take care of anything. They take over by doll with its evil spirit. I don't think anything could touch one of your dolls, Donna. I don't. There's no demon out there that could touch those. Tom says, "Quick question: Are you going to 99.5 annual?" I haven't listened to 99.5 in so long, Tom. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Their annual, like, are you talking about they do with it? If I'm not mistaken, they do like a yearly thing where all the people come together, and where's it going to be? Tell me the ins and outs on it, and when is it going to be, and then I'll let you know if I'm going or not. I hadn't really talked to those guys in so long. The last time I talked to them, I told them just let me know if they want me to come back or not, and I hadn't talked to them. I think with them too, it's the 4th year. Got you. When is it, and where is it? But with those two guys, I mean, it's like I'll talk to them, and they're like, "Hey, we want to get you in, real soon," and then they're real excited about me coming and everything. I said, "Okay, just call me and let me know." I said, "I need, a few days, at least a week advance notice." And that's what happened last year at Halloween. Is they called me the day before, and I said, "No, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I wanted to do it, but I couldn't because there just wasn't." I said, "Y'all got to give me like a friggin' heads up." But yeah, and then like the next time I talk to them, they'll be like, "Oh man, we got to get you on." It's like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. So I don't know. I'll have to see when it is. June. I will email more info. If it's June 1st through the 8th, definitely not. I'll be South Alabama 1st through the 8th. So, but if I can make it, I will go. Are you going, John? If you're going, or Tom, if you and John can make it, I'll probably go. But those are always a lot of fun. So yeah, anybody wants to go, y'all can go. It's a lot of fun. 99.5 is a friend to CAPI, so y'all will be helping us out if you go. I plan on going. Cool. Well, let me know all the ins and outs about it. Text me all the ins and outs about it, and I'll let you know if I can make it or not. Hold on, I'm gonna get y'all those prices real quick because everybody's wanting to know. Let me get the boss.
You better be nice. You better be nice. Stop being mean.
Hey, can you come in for just a second? Here are the prices for those for me, for CAPI. And can you give me a price on what they're going to cost the fans? Hey, stop.
7 and 10.
In that order?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Real quick, guys, changing the subject kind of badly. I'm sorry if I changed the subject, but I got to. Because if I don't, I'll forget. What was the order? This one was 7, right? And then that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Keychains. And this isn't the only style she can do. She can do anything we want her to do, y'all. She can do anything we want. But y'all remember the keychain. Here it is. It comes with a hook and everything. And it's the kind that just, you put on there and twist it and it goes on. With the CAPI. We can do it with the sparkle or without, whatever y'all want. I'm sure we can do the sound waves if you want that, but we can do anything you want. John says I'll be there. Okay, cool. These are $7. Keychains are $7. And they'll be going on the site real soon on the Facebook site that shows all their merch. Michelle. But $7 for these. Would you bring me that shirt? Your shirt? Pop sockets. Boom. You remember the pop sockets with CAPI on them. And it does have the sound waves on it. I hate that light is shining. It makes it look, but it's really shiny, y'all, and glittery. And if I don't think you can see all that, but it is glittery. Thank you, baby. How much are these? For just, not for one this big, but just a regular. You remember?
I'd have to look.
Okay. I was just going to remind them, but they can see that on the site. But these here are $10. Pop sockets are $10. All right, $10. There you go. This is the new shirt design. It still has Central Alabama Paranormal Investigations on the back, as always. And on the front, I love this, y'all. It really turned out great. Look at this. There's the front. It's got CAPI just like the old one does. They're not the old one. They're pretty new. This is the old one that I'm wearing, the green. But it still has CAPI on there, and it's got the sound waves on it. I think that looks so awesome. Isn't that cool? I just ordered this for Michelle, and I got to contact Brian. I was hoping they would be on tonight, Brian and Allison. Could someone tag Brian? John, will you tag Brian? And someone tag Allison and let them know to come on, because I got to tell them about their stuff. But look at that. Isn't that cool? That's the new designs that we can do on the shirts. So I'm super excited about the shirts and the new keychains and the earrings and the whatever you want, we can get it. So y'all, let's really push that merch, please. I know I say that a lot, but we got to push that merch. So I thought you were hollering at me. No, I was hollering at my Michelle. I wasn't hollering at her. She was walking away. I was like, what? You're too funny. John, you going to be there too? Well, you and Tom are going. I'll be there. Katie, you being funny. Don't mess with my emotions like that. You're being funny, aren't you? Text me, John, and tell me, private message me and tell me the ins and outs of the 4th annual 99.5 get together, and I'll let you know everything. That's too funny. Michelle was like, what? Katie, don't be messing with me like that. You're just playing, right? She's gonna let me just sit here and boil. That's what she's gonna do. But look, guys, y'all know I love you. Y'all know I want the show to continue. Got to hit this merch. That's the best way to do it. I don't want to have sponsors. I really don't. I don't want to have put patrons on our YouTube, and stuff like that. I don't want to have to do that, because it puts a monetary gain on something that I never wanted monetary stuff to come into. I agreed to the merch. I promoted the merch. We've designed it. We've done everything. We've worked our butts off to get it going. I don't want to have to do it like that, but the only way that we can do it without doing sponsorships or patrons or anything like that is to get the merch going, and we got to get the merch going. So that's the only way we can do it. Unfortunately, I wish I live at the softball field. I won't be going anywhere until July when we go home to see Dad. Oh, yeah, I thought you were kidding. Yeah, y'all go to Katie's page on Facebook and watch her daughter. She's like an amazing pitcher. I swear, to this day, even when I was a kid, I used to wonder how they did that. Y'all know how them girls do fast pitch, where they like swing their arm around and let the ball. I mean, that's crazy, man. And her daughter, I'm not gonna say her daughter's name because that's not my place, but she has a beautiful little daughter who is a actual. She looks like she does. She looks like a little Katie, but she is drop dead gorgeous and can throw that daggone ball, man. You see her all the time on Facebook, just knocking people out, not knocking them out, but striking them out. She don't throw the ball and knock them out. Although that would be a way to win. If you're unconscious, you can't run the bases. Usually, if you get hit, you get to walk. But if you knock them unconscious, they can't walk. So hey, you're out. Sorry, by default. But no, she does that great, y'all. Y'all go in there and check her out. She's amazing. You tell the little kid has been really, really practicing. And I don't mean anything, Katie, by saying that kid. She's wonderful. But she I don't want to say her name because I'm real protective about what I let out too. So she gets it from me. There you go. Yeah, y'all go in there and watch that. It's amazing how she does that, man. She'll do that fast pitch. She swings it around and lets that ball go, and it's freaky how that she can. Was there something on me? That's scary. But it's just crazy how she can get that ball to go where she wants it to go. I could throw it like she does, but it'd be like over there and over. It'd be like me playing golf. I love to play golf, but when I hit the ball, it doesn't always go where it's supposed to go. It has a mind of its own. But I will message you about sponsorship and fundraising after this. Thank you, Michelle. Absolutely. That's you and Melissa. Have a yard sale with CAPI merch. That's actually not a bad idea. I could have like an online show with CAPI merch, like a Facebook thing. Donna, you may just have something there. So, yeah, I might. CAPI bumper sticker. I think we can do bumper. Leanne, can we do bumper stickers? I think I've asked you that before. I don't remember what the response is. So let me know. She's only 10 and just started pitching this year. I knew she was 10, but I didn't know she just started fast pitching this year. I thought she'd been working on that for half her life. That's amazing that she's only been doing that one this year. Y'all go on there and watch her. Y'all, everybody's got Katie on your Facebook, I'm sure. Y'all go watch her. She puts videos on there all the time of her daughter doing. I almost said her name just then. But yeah, she puts pictures of her daughter every day, like almost like at least once a week. And y'all go watch her, man. And y'all laugh at Katie. She gets into it. She's one of those parents, like I said, I was. So yeah, she really gets into it. So, but yes, y'all know what we need now. CAPI needs $1,000. I've sat down, I've looked at the equipment that we need for the show so that we can have these cool backgrounds and stuff that will bring people to the YouTube channel or to the Facebook, whichever the case may be, whatever we do. It'll get us the cameras that we need, not only for investigations, but for the show. And it'll just put us in a better position to do more stuff that's going to impress people so that the show can go forward. And that's what we need. We need $1,000. I like that idea. I knew if Donna kept going, she would come up with something. And I really like that idea of the doing the yard sale, but we'll probably take it a little bit better. Instead of doing a yard sale, we might do an online auction type thing. I've done those before personally, not for CAPI, but personally, and they've worked out pretty good. And there's a lot of people in our area that does the auctions all the time on Facebook. So we may look at doing something like that. Absolutely. Do some giveaways and stuff like that. So yeah, that might be coming up pretty soon. That's an awesome idea. My husband may have wanted to kick me out of several games. I bet. I bet he did. Y'all see how worked up Katie gets. Y'all will see if you go look. Y'all just go check it out. There's two things that you should always check out on Facebook with the CAPI family. Katie at man, I almost said it again. I'm not gonna say her name, Katie, but Katie at her daughter's softball games, and anything that Melissa Coppett puts on Facebook, you will laugh your butts off. I'm not kidding you. I love watching Melissa and her family, especially whenever they do the hot challenges and stuff. And I love watching Katie at the ball field. It's amazing watching her daughter do that fast pitch, but it's even funnier listening to Katie. You can't see Katie, but you can hear her, and so it's really cool. But does anyone have any other questions? I'm sorry I didn't come with a huge topic tonight, other than saying bad stuff. It's Kylie. Okay, thank you. Now stop almost saying it. I didn't want to say it. That's your play. If you wanted to name her, that's fine. You know, you know what I mean. That's your place to say what her name is. But yeah, her name is Kylie. And y'all go on and check her out. You'll see that she's a little Katie, and she's just adorable, and she can throw that freaking ball. I cannot believe she's only been doing that this year. That is just freaking crazy. Brian is at work. Is that like a secret code, like you walk up to the CIA and say, the eagle is in the air? Is that what you're doing? Brian is at work. Am I supposed to respond with something like, but Brian doesn't like his job? Yeah, I got a good idea. What's your good idea, Donna? Oh, you're sending me that stuff. Okay, for the event. Okay, cool. June 14th. That might be doable. That might be doable. I'll have to look. But yeah, if John, you and Tom are going, I'll try my best to get there. Or mini Katie with Katie's attitude, and it scares the crap out of me. Yeah, yeah. You asked me to message him. Oh, Brian. Yeah, I got you. I'm sorry. I didn't know where you. You know I am, man. My brain is just shot. Uh, I'll get up with him and let him know, and with Allison. June 14th at Iron City in Birmingham. Yeah, yeah, that might be doable. I might, if you and Tom are going to go, I'll try to go. And you guys, everybody else, y'all try to come. Donna, Melissa, everybody, y'all try to come. Katie, come on, just do it, Katie. Whatever, just get in the car and go, or jump on a plane. Just do it. That's Junior's birthday. Bring him. That'll be a good birthday present. Bring him with you. It's a lot of fun. I promise you won't regret it. It's a blast when they do that every year. But well, if there's no more questions, and we're down to 6 people. I think it's just the main people now. But I think there was one troll tonight. I don't know if y'all noticed him or not, but I think ignoring them usually works, and that's what I did. But guys, I love you. You know I do. I don't ever want to stop doing this show. That's the only reason I brought it to you tonight, is because I want the show to keep going. And I'm just at a point now to where I just don't know how to make that happen anymore without some help. So I feel like I felt one of the first time I asked the team members, the CAPI team members years ago, I asked the CAPI team members to start paying dues, because I've said this before, when we first started CAPI, I was buying everything, all the equipment that we had. There was a couple of times that we had to pay fees. Everything I was picking people up to go on investigations. I was using my gas. We were going sometimes pretty far from my place, and I was using my home for meetings. When we had team meetings, I'd use my home, and we would cook and all this stuff, and it was killing me, man. It was destroying my pocketbook. And so I had to come to the team, and I said, guys, y'all got to start helping. I'm the one shucking out all this money, and you guys are just reaping the benefits by going on these investigations and stuff. And everybody was cool with it. They said, yes, absolutely. I apologized. I felt like I was this big. I was like, oh my God, I feel like a complete jerk and having to ask you guys this. And when we did it, we didn't do it to where like if you didn't pay your, I think it was like $25 a month, and that's all it took to help me out. And I was still paying more than that out for CAPI, but at least I had some help then. And even after that, if someone come up and said, "Hey, I just, you know what, I had to pay this, this, and this, and I just don't have my dues this month." I actually had one guy come up to me and ask me if he didn't get to investigate that month because he couldn't pay, and I was like, "Man, I would never do that." But that was the good idea. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking. I see what you're talking about the yard sale. Yeah, Katie, would the ballpark let us set up a table? What, John? I'm sure they would. Come on down. Let's do that. We'll go down to San Antonio and set up a table at Kylie's softball game. But yeah, I just don't want to. I really like this. I really do. I like knowing you guys. I like interacting with you. I love our weekly thing. I know last week we didn't do anything because of it was Mother's Day, and I had actually planned on doing the show last weekend, but I fell asleep, and John got on to me and said, "Do you know what time it is?" And so I was like, "Yeah." I said, maybe we ought to just let people be with their moms this week. Then there was other people that had been with their moms all day and they were tired. I said, let's just, we'll just break it for this week. So that's the biggest reason is why. It's because it was Mother's Day. So, people wanted to be with family. So, which we're family too, but you know what I mean? So, little events, special occasions like that. I know people don't want to sit in front of their computer with their phone in their face. They want to be with their family. And so, there's nothing wrong with that. So, we take a little time off and everything. So, but like this vacation coming up, I could say, "Hey, I'm on vacation. I'm not doing anything," but I'm not going to do that. I'll have the equipment. I'll have the laptop. I'll have the mic. I'll have everything with me. I don't know if I'm going to do it inside. I'll probably do it. I might do it outside. That'd be cool because where we're going is just phenomenal. It's a big house. It's not a cabin. We usually rent a cabin, but this is a house. It's a big, big house, like two or three stories. I don't remember, but it's huge. It's beautiful. It's right on the lake, and then it's 30 minutes from the beach, and it's there's going to be some really beautiful areas out there. So I don't know where we'll do it yet, but we'll still do a show that Sunday, the 2nd. We have a show the 26th, I think it is, and then the 2nd. The 26th will be normal, just like here, and then we leave on vacation on the 1st. That Sunday will be our 2nd day on vacation. I will still do a show, but I'm going to do it from there. So we'll still be there for you guys. Just because I'm going on vacation doesn't mean, we can't do the show, because we can still do the show there just like I'm doing it here. There's Wi-Fi there just like there is here. So we will definitely be there. Next weekend is Memorial Day weekend. Are you still going live? Yes, I will be live next weekend as well. Absolutely. And then if you guys have got plans for Memorial Day, or if you're going to get like sloppy face drunk, then you don't have to come on. But yeah, we are going to do a show next Sunday. Absolutely. I'm not going to take another day off, but when we just did one. But yeah, we will be on next weekend. Got Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, like my grandmother used to say. We will be on. And the 2nd, while we're on vacation, I will still do a show. Absolutely, I will do a show. So I'm actually looking forward to that show because I'm gonna find like the coolest place either in the house or outside the house to do the show. And then yes, we will definitely be doing CAPI Live on the 2nd. It should be from South Alabama, close to the beach. So me and Cassandra wondered what happened last week. Yeah, it was just we posted it too. So if anytime I'm not on, and you guys don't know what happened, just go to the Facebook, to our page on the Facebook, John, and to the team page, not the CAPI fans page that John created. Go there, and anytime, I promise you, John will post it. And he posted it last week. I saw it. It said, "In honor of Mother's Day, there won't be a CAPI Live tonight." And so, yeah, we didn't do a Cappy Live that night. So, but yeah, anytime we're not on and you like maybe didn't get the message or didn't see it last week, usually I'm going to tell you the week before, or at least before that was Sunday. I'm going to tell you guys. Now there has been a couple of times that we hadn't been on, and I had to tell you guys that Sunday. But anytime it's like technical or something like that, like say next week or not next week, but the week after, it's the second when we're going to do the show from South Alabama. If we don't do a show, it'll be because of something technical, something didn't work right or something like that. If not, then I'm going to let you know that we're going to be not going to be on, or if we're going to be on. So we will definitely be on Memorial Day weekend, which is next weekend, without a doubt. And we will definitely be on the second. Okay, as long as no technical thing happens that keeps me from doing it, but we will be on. Right now, it's planned that we will be here. So don't want to miss you guys that much. But I don't guess anyone else has any other questions. I will let you guys. I'm going to kind of have a short show tonight because I planned on finishing the voodoo thing. And we will talk about that at a later date because there is more to talk about there. But like I said, I have lost my notes. I should have left them in my notebook, but I didn't because I took them with me to study them, and I completely just bombed on that. I apologize. I could go over it and talk to you guys about it, but I like to have names and dates, and that's the part that I don't have in my head is names and dates. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much. There's obviously no more questions. If you do have questions, throw it out there really quick before I shut up. And it can still be paranormal. We can still talk paranormal because we've only been on an hour and 26 minutes, but it's like it's kind of dying down. But y'all know I love you. Let's keep the show going. If you want to get some merch, PM me. Let me know. We'll get you anything you want, even if it's something that's not on our list. The pop sockets, remember they're 10. They will be on the site. If not tonight, they'll be on there tomorrow. Keychains, remember they're $7 for the keychains. They're glittery. They're black. They're CAPI. Why would you not want that? They're pretty amazing. I love these keychains. You can get them with or without the glitter. Leanne just glitters everything. She's a glitter queen. Her words, not mine. But yes, we can get them with or without the glitter. So if you're not into the glitter, like if you're a guy and you want a keychain, but you're not really into the glitter, just let us know. We can do it without the glitter, with or without. It doesn't matter. If you want a keychain with something other than CAPI on it, we can do that. If you want a pop socket with something other than CAPI on it, and you just want to help the team out, we can do that. We can do initials. We can do letters. We can do numbers. We can do whatever you want. Pictures, whatever. So, I mean, it's all about CAPI. That's the CAPI merch. But I mean, if you want something else, just let me know. PM me. The new shirts are here. They're in. The new cups. Everything you can get with or without the sound wave. I love the sound wave myself. As soon as I saw it on our first shirt that we did it, I was like, oh my God, I love this. This is awesome. So you guys look in your hearts if you can, if you're in a position to where you can sponsor the show, give me a PM. If you have some ideas, give me a PM. Like I think it was Melissa and Michelle said they was going to. Y'all, please just give me a PM or a text or a phone call or whatever. Let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I like the thing. We're probably going to set that Donna's idea up really soon and do the online auction or yard sale. I don't know if we're doing an auction or not, but because we really have set prices on everything. So we probably won't do an auction. We'll do a yard sale. But yeah, we'll probably get that going pretty soon. We can still probably do an auction if I set it at the price. And then if it goes above, hey, that's gravy. But I don't know. We'll look at it and see how we're going to do that. But like I said, you guys have any suggestions, any ideas? I am all ears, man. I want to keep the show going. I love you guys. I do not want to stop this. I want to do the investigation part of the CAPI, and I want to do the classes, and I want to do the group investigations, and I want to do CAPI live for the rest of my life. I love this. I really do. So you guys, please have an awesome, safe week. Next weekend, be careful, please. You better be here Sunday. Don't get so drunk that you get hurt or something next weekend. As always, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Y'all have a paranormal week, and I will see you next Sunday, God willing, and the creek don't rise, right? Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Love you guys. Good night.